Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy. Okay, let me get this together. Okay, wait, well, y'all, where's my glasses? Oh no, ancient African wisdom for the modern sister. Okay, ladies, well, we're gonna start this. We're gonna start this over, I think. Okay, you know what? Oh, I want to talk to y'all. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna still do it. You know, I got it long ways because that's what y'all like. Now, that's what y'all say you like, some of y'all. So anyway, we're gonna do this anyway, and I'm gonna have a conversation with you today. So, I want to talk about this idea of, I call it divorce shaming. My daughter actually gave me the accurate like term for what I think people do when people are divorced or getting a divorce. A lot of times we get a lot of shame around that. Now, I don't know if that shame is coming from the fact that some people are religious or Christian and it's wrong to get a divorce. You should probably stay no matter what. But someone on my video wanted to tell me, and she would listen. It's always a bad. I say this. It's always a bad sign when someone says, "With all due respect," or "I don't mean to offend you." You already know when they say, "I don't mean to offend you," but they're going to offend you. And usually, with all due respect means no respect at all. So somebody left a comment on my video that I was wrong and that my unhappiness had nothing to do with him. I want to know if y'all sleeping together. Is you and him sleeping together, my ex? Because how do you know what he did or did not do based on a 59-minute video? How do you know, what he did and not do? But anyway, it was just all, it was that typical, the woman is wrong. It's the woman's fault. It's your fault that the relationship's not working. If he ain't putting his hands on you, basically said, mentally or abusing you, or she has some criteria of why you leave. Other than that, you need to stay. Other than that, you need to reconsider being with him, because obviously it's my fault. Obviously, the whole relationship, I didn't try to be with him. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. There are things that when I share my life, I'm probably sharing a lot more than I probably need to. But there's details about my husband, ex-husband, that I cannot share with you because it's his stuff. And if he wanted to announce that, then he could. Believe it or not, I might not be as private as I could be, even with me dealing with other people, because that puts their stuff out there. But there's certain things that I'm not going to tell you about my husband, or ex-husband. I'm not going to tell you because it's just a crossing the line. He has some issues that he needed to deal with, and he's not ready to. And there's nothing that I can do. So even though the sister wanted to name all the reasons she believed that one should divorce, there's so many dynamics, and we're talking about people. We're talking about people and personalities and things. We're not talking about an issue or an issue you think you could see. It's so much. It's a multitude of dynamics that are happening in any given relationship at any time. That for some people like you to say to stay or to reconsider, or that who said his happiness? I said I was not feeling. I forgot what I said, but I claimed what I wasn't feeling. I was feeling like I wasn't being true to myself. No, I wasn't. You know, y'all, I think about this idea too. It goes back. This is why I'm doing the sexology class. To me, it still goes back to, it's like the women. Y'all understand this idea of female mutilization. It's the act of removing a woman's clitoral, the skin of her clitoris, or even other parts of her vaginal area. This is practiced in some parts of Africa. As a so-called rites of passage, but the horrific side effects of having that, of course, no pleasure, the whole bit. It's really particularly for a man wanting to do this to women. But the deep part is it's women, it's older women, it's grandmothers that hold the ladies down during this quite painful procedure. Right? That hold the ladies down. It's the same thing. If I'm getting a divorce, it's my fault. If I'm getting a divorce for a woman, it's the woman's fault. She's not doing something right. She can make this better. She's being selfish. You know, it's still in that society, and black women, we have it, just especially religious women. Somehow you did it wrong. It's like the one that says, go back to him, he beat you. Sometimes beating is not with a physical. Sometimes it's ignoring or not paying attention or not being there. I mean, I want to tell you, and I don't have to tell you this, but I asked my husband, soon to be divorced husband, my ex-husband, I said, let's talk. Let's talk about it. Let's go get counseling. Let's do this. Yes, but nothing would happen. He didn't want, when I said, do we want to separate? Every time I wanted to break up with him or say, because I couldn't get anywhere with him and say, let's break up, he always said, okay. He never fought for it. He never fought for it. He never tried. He never put an effort in the 8 years of us being together. And so I had to wake up out of my delusional state. I don't want to be that woman that thinks, no, he's going to come along. Wait till he get a little older. One day he'll see. No, that's a fantasy, and it ain't even a good one, because I always think a fantasy should be enjoyable. It wasn't even a good fantasy. It was not true. At some point, what do you do? I hope you queens ain't staying in no damn marriage that the man don't even want to really be in. I believe that he's relieved. I believe that he didn't want to be a responsible husband. He didn't want to do the things that it takes to be in a partnership. So I think he's quite relieved and quite happy, because now he get to be, I believe that he is selfish. He didn't want to do this. He did it once, and he did it, and he was that man. I tell you, only a man can be in love one time and never can't love again. He was really in love with his ex and the children and family, and after that, he couldn't do it again. And he can tell you whatever, he can tell me whatever. I know that's what it was. So how much do I have to keep trying, to the point that I wake up old and gray with no life, wishing that I left a long time ago? But divorce shaming is ridiculous, and it's ridiculous in our community, because if a black woman is divorcing a black man, it must be a really good reason, or reasons. She must have did her best. One thing I will never doubt is a black woman married to a black man and divorcing, and that she didn't do her best. A black woman, as much as we want black love, I would find it totally hard to believe that black woman didn't do her best. So when a black woman comes to me saying we're divorced, I know she did everything she could do. I know that, just given how black women love black men, I know she did everything she could do. So you don't know. I'm a love deeply. I held that thing together. Everything you saw was me. Everything you saw us together was me. I put the work in like nobody's business, and I can't put work in somebody that don't want to put the work in. What do you do then? You stay anyway and just like have this pretend marriage and pretend like we're so happy and it's so good when I'm dying inside? His condition that he dealt with made him go in, and you couldn't get in there with him. So you don't know. So I'm just saying, like, we have to, a family member told me, well, when you married him knowing who he was. Oh, yeah, so now it's no support, like, not, we all go through hard times, we all go through one thing, we make bad decisions, or, I asked my family, everybody, support me in the breakup, support me in leaving the relationship. It's me. I'm your sister. He's not. What happened to women's solidarity? What happened to women solidarity and coming together? I'm the one. My family was there, so they saw everything I did. So if they don't understand it, I don't get it, but I'm sure that they do. But it's a solidarity that we as women must have together for one another, to understand that if the sister left, it must have been something that she could not handle. When I say I did it all, and I mean emotionally, it was to the point that if I didn't do it, he would just say, okay, let's break up. Like I'm trying to tell you, he was not in it like that. He came in and he wasn't ready. I could tell he was hurt once, and he loved deeply once, and I got that he couldn't do it again. He never said it. That's what you did. So you probably say, well, why would you stay? He never said, I can't do it again. No, I love you. I'm ready to do this. But the actions were not following up with the words. Do you think that a black woman at 51 years old would really want to be single? Do you really think that this is like super duper fun, that I don't think every day like, oh my God, what did I do? Only thing that keeps me going is I know why I did it, and I know it ain't gonna get no better. I go back and what? We doing the same thing, same place. He ain't going back. Why would he? It would be like he would have to show up and be supportive and and he's not going to do that. He doesn't want to. He's home free now. Are you kidding? I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because I don't know what happened where black women are not supporting each other. I don't know what happened when women are shaming me. It's me. It's my fault because I know for black women, what I said sounds selfish, like I need to do me. What's wrong with that? Why I need to do me is because I've been doing somebody else for 8 years. Because I did not do me, because I did not see me, because I did not love me enough or know me enough or understand. I thought this was what you did in the relationship. I thought you did. This is y'all. This is all y'all elders. I'm sorry. It's all the women that pretended, all the women that said, all the women that tell you to stay no matter what. No, we needed help and nobody was there. Nobody was there. Nobody was suggesting like, oh, get counseling. Only one person. And I suggested it and he said yes, but nothing happened because that's what he does. He's not going to do anything. Who wants to drag somebody somewhere they don't want to be? I don't know where life is gonna take me. I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going. And yes, is it scary? Oh, hell yeah, it is. Do I look at myself and go, oh my God, did I just leave? Yes, I do, but ain't no turning back now. I keep telling you, as my girl said, I feel like a runaway slave. Ain't no turning back now because back there ain't good. Back there is done. No matter how fearful I may be to move on, I'm moving on. I don't know where my life's going to take me, but I'm not doing that. And I'm just more upset that we have to shame somebody. It's the woman. Of course it is. Everything that's done wrong in the world is the woman's fault. If the woman's fault, if the son or daughter turns out bad, it's not the father's fault. It's the woman's fault. If you get a divorce, it must be the woman's fault. If he don't want you, it must be something you're not doing right. In order to get a good man, you got to 50, 100 times meditate and pray and change your whole entire life in order to get him. Everything is built up for him. What about me? What about you? What about us as women? I got to step into what that could look like before this life is over. What could that look like for me, knowing who and what I am and not knowing who and what I am, but on the road to discovery? Because I tried your way. I tried your Bible, Christian, stay no matter what. I tried it. It didn't work for me. Do you have any other suggestions besides the fact that I should reconsider on a man that you ain't even living with, that you don't even know nothing about him? I mean, what? I wouldn't give nobody no advice on no issue like that when I be like, I wasn't in that household. There's all forms of abuse, and sometimes the abuse is they isolated themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually from everything, and you included. What can you do? What can you do? So, yeah, y'all, this is why we need the sexology class, because we need to understand ourselves as human beings. We need to understand ourselves as divine feminine beings for women. We need to stop giving each other this stupid ass advice about staying no matter what, not knowing the circumstances, not knowing them fully. We need to understand that sometimes things are in because you wake up, because you finally realize that you came in broken, and now but you don't feel broken like that anymore. I think what happens is as you start discovering yourself, you realize that, the way I came into this relationship, I just don't feel that. I don't feel like I need to make it right. I don't feel like I need to apologize. I don't feel like it's almost like a thing like a lot of women do. I'm going to make him love me. He's going to love me like he loved her. Never worked. It never worked. And then you start thinking you wrong, or you're not up to par, or you've done something wrong, or you're not a woman, or you can't keep, you start going through all this stuff because somehow even him not loving you the way you want to be loved, that's your fault too. Like this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Forget him in that way. Protect me. Stand up for me. Love me. Because I'm the one. I'm a woman like you. And I come to you as a woman like you. I don't know what else to say. Wait, let me just, whoa. Like really queen, like I'm giving you respect. Did you really come to me like that? Are you very, very serious? Reconsider. Oh, you had all kinds, you was using all caps in your words. Like it sounded very personal to me, and I told you that. It sounded like a personal thing, and I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. You stay with your man if you have one. If you don't have one, then you should not give advice, first of all. Now, if you do have one, then stay with yours that is maybe driving you nuts too, but your Bible tell you stay with them. Stay with them, Dad. I can't do it. Y'all, I know this looking messy. I know I'm like, where is she going? You know, like, oh, she's having a nervous breakdown. I'm probably am having a nervous breakdown. And you are lucky to be privy to the nervous breakdown. You are lucky to be privy to the nervous breakdown. I'm not hiding nothing. Of course, after a divorce or going through a divorce, you are going to be unraveled. Of course, you're going to be emotional. Of course, you're not going to know if you're coming or going. I think there's beauty in the nervous breakdown. I think it's, forget nervous, it's a breakdown of the lies, a breakdown of the belief systems that you had, a breakdown of the bullshit. So yes, I am breaking down right before you. What a blessing to see a black woman break down but still standing up. Break down but still moving forward. Break down but still looking forward to something good. That's a beautiful thing, because that's called a human being. She's not made of nothing. She's a woman, and she has a heart, and she feels, and she's emotional. And yes, she's breaking down that bullshit in order to have something for real. Breaking down all of me dying in all parts of myself. Hell yeah, I'm having a breakdown. And I ain't nervous about that shit. Hell yeah, I'm having a breakdown. You want to watch it? It's going to be a beautiful thing. You want to get uncomfortable? It's going to be uncomfortable. But I ain't stopping. I ain't leaving. I'm not going. I'm not hiding. I'm not going to come back when everything feels better. No, I'm going to keep coming. I'm going to keep revealing. I'm going to keep sharing. I'm going to keep being, because I am a person who needs to express. This is my therapy. This is what I do. And in the interim, I'm helping other people as well. So no, I am not going to reconsider. When did I need to reconsider is how much I want to love myself, how much I want to adorn and adore myself, how much I want to take care of myself. I'm still making mistakes down the road. They're going to be continual. But I'm going to enjoy this life, the rest of it that the Creator gave me. And you need to do the same, Queen. You need to do the same. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. So, yeah. I think it's called divorce shaming. I think that we should need to talk about it. It's been going like this for a while. I remember back in the days, you know, I wasn't there, but I know when a woman divorced in the 50s and 40s, she was shamed. She was supposed to be embarrassed. Nobody else would want her. That means she had baggage and issues. She couldn't keep a man. You got to understand, why would we do this to each other still? Why? Even that you knew what he was oh, wow, really? Like, are we going there? Wow. So you don't live and have experiences and learn from those. You just if you met, I don't even know what to say. Like, I am so not knowing what to say, but why am I doing this class? The class that I'm teaching, my Divine Feminine 21-day class. It used to be called intensives. Sexology, the study of human sexuality and relationships. Like who we are as sexual beings, but who we are as physical beings, who we are as mental beings, who we are as women, black women, who we are as divorced women, who we are as single women, who we are as married women. It's for every black woman. Who we are as women that tell us we should live a certain way or be a certain way. Who we are as women that will always defend the man over the woman. That's a sickness. That's not healthy, but I understand where we got it from. It's a great course. It's going to be the bomb. $97, normally $147, it's $97. There's another one too called Passing Down the Wisdom. It's my master class. It's actually, the last day is Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. The 30th. I guess that's next Sunday? Or something. Maybe that's this Sunday. I don't know. I think it's Sunday, but it's the 30th. And Passing Down the Wisdom is me doing a 2-hour course and really answering questions that you have. Because what I realize is you can't really pass down wisdom if you don't have experiences. If you don't have experiences, nobody's going to listen to you. As Esther Hicks says, words don't teach, experiences do. And I have some. But I also have a direct connection to the divine. A direct connection to the Most High. I am open. That's why I can channel, I can feel, I can communicate, I can be used because I'm so open. And I'm so thankful for that. You know, like when I think about myself, I didn't always like know this about me or love this about me, but like I love my openness. I love that I tell all when I feel like it. I love that I share. I know other people be embarrassed, they think it's wrong. I don't care. I love it. I've grown to love that part of me. I even grown to love the way I love and love fully the way I did and gave as much as I did. I'm not mad about what I've done. I'm mad that I'm the bad person for doing or staying or not staying or now leaving. But now it's just all confusing. It's like almost you can't do anything right. But it's okay. It's okay. So I am dry fasting today. I have not drank any water or food. I'm going to do that maybe for the day. I don't know. You know, this is the winter solstice time, so it really is all about releasing, dying to your old self, but also clearing stuff up. Having those hard conversations with people in your life that you would have been unable to have. Really cleaning things up. You know, another thing too is, you know, we're going to talk about this. Also getting therapy. There's nothing wrong. I would get a therapist in a minute. We all need somebody to talk to. Most black women do anyway. So I'm open to all of that, but not because of this relationship, because I'm a human being that needs to express myself, and maybe doing here is not always the best way. Maybe not. Maybe we have to change. Maybe I need to change it up. Try to keep it real succinct and keep it to the video. It's going to be hard for me because I'm an expressionist, but maybe I could express in other ways. I don't really know. What I don't want to do is penalize all the people who love and support me, whether they agree with me or not. That's not fair to y'all, and that's most of y'all, so I'm going to just be me because, anyway, I'm lying. I can't be nobody else anyway. All right, let's look at the video. Let's look at the questions, ladies. I want to thank you so much for listening and being there for me. So yes, ladies, let's see. And thank you for the thumbs up. If you want to put more thumbs up, I would appreciate it. I have no problem with that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we got a lot. Hey, Justin. Hey, Amon. Love the sweater. Thank you. Hey, Queen Lex Wright. Good morning, BB, to you. Hey, Precious. Hey, Queens. You are looking extraordinarily beautiful today. That glow you have is amazing. Thank you, darling. People need to learn to live their own lives. Thank you, Shanika. I'm here for this topic. My family is big on divorce and separation, shaming, bragging about 50-plus year marriages that are miserable and not for me. Ashe. BB says, my rule, I'm not happy, I'm out. Done. Ashe. BB says, female mutilization, aka rights of control. Ashe. Armand's Delight says, that's real. People carry wounds from their past. This is true. Justin says, as an artist, you can continually create and recreate beauty in your life, Queen. Oh, Justin, that's so sweet. Thank you. BB says, this is why keeping it real goes bad. Smile. People always be in private biz instead of respecting people's story and leaving it at that. Ashe. That's true. Okay, the brother had to go simple as that. You were not happy. Ashe. Thank you. Thank you, Queen. Hey, BB. Most people are playing the great pretenders game. Laugh out loud. Come on now, Queen. You probably was 8 years in too long. Come on, Queen. Monique. Come on. Hello, Lisa Marie. Hey, Miss Jacqueline. See, Priestess says, hardest thing for me is to not to go back to and violate a volatile Aries. And yes, I was to give a girls, you know. Jay says, yes, women's solidarity, true sisterhood. What happened to that? Right, what happened to that? BB says, most women are silent haters and will never practice solidarity. I learned this the hard way. Gotcha. Jackie says, hello, brother Justin Maurice. Queen Lex says, Queen, you don't deserve anyone, any explanation. I hear you. You're absolutely right. It feels terrible when you don't have the support of your sisters. Ashe. Right, don't take his side over mine. Come on now. Hey, Lua Nale, I can completely relate to this, and I believe you and support you. Thank you, Queen. Hey, C. Priestess, yes, sounds like my story. Ashe. Amon says, yes, hand clap. Black women are living in delusional states of consciousness and are in deep denial about life and reality that presents itself. Ashe. Thank you, BB. Camila, hey, Camila. Hey, Auntie. Hey, darling. Justin says, a lot of us men get hurt once, and it can be years before we truly are vulnerable to a woman again. Absolutely. Asiya says, this is my current situation in the process of divorce after 15 years of marriage. I am thankful and full of gratitude that I knew to release and was able to do so. Ashe, ashe. Hey, Ebony, my heart, yes, is, yes, broken. Oh, I am goddess. There's all forms of abuse. Yes, ma'am. Miss Kai Lamar says, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. You go, Sister Lisa Marie. I have been there. Don't that. I left to find me and be me always. Do not apologize nor explain. I ain't their mama. Yes, ma'am. BB says, when we decide to love, we must love on our level, vibrationally, instinctively. Giving your heart and soul to someone not on your level will lead to suffering. Yes, ma'am. Agreed. Hey, Queen Lex, we love you. Love you too, darling. Hey, Luale, you says, I was just thinking the same thing about a different family situation, how everyone shows sympathy and support for the males, but not for the female who may be exactly the same or in the same situation. Absolutely, that's true. That's very true. You start questioning your own desirability and sex appeal. Yes, I am goddess. We love you, sister. Thank you, sea priestess. Luale, thank you. I love you too. This is why I love how I move. I know how to stay in my place. Go on, queen. Camila says, no, queen. I won't. I know what you're saying no to. Hey, Shazewell, how are you, beautiful? Amon says, breakthrough. Yes. Camila says, excuse me, ladies. Camila says, no, I am goddess says, Camila says breakthrough. She is staying, that's why she's judging. Absolutely. Breakdown to breakthrough. Yes, gotcha. Okay. Right, breakdown, sis. Yes, yes. Thank you, I am goddess. Sister, your path is breaking up. Yes, yes, yes. Daisy Gates, too many generations and families have settled, and that has caused a lot of things in family history. Yes, ma'am. Agree, Daisy. Release the bull, sugar, honey, iced tea. Come on, queen. Beautiful says, stand your ground, sis. We love you. Oh, I love that. Exactly. And thank you for this. You're welcome, Daisy Gates. Ebony says, I love you, Lisa, and your words strengthen my soul. Thank you. We need this transparency. Thank you. Absolutely. Stand your ground. You better be happy. I'm so sick of women attacking other women, usually black women doing this. Stay in your effing lane. Come on now. Daisy says, our history in this needs a detox for real. And that's why so many suffer from heart attacks and womb issues. And I can tell you that people don't even know the heart palpitations. I'm going to share some with y'all. I was in the hospital 3 times since I've been in that relationship in the emergency room, and they couldn't find nothing wrong. And my family members say, you know what's wrong. You're doing everything. And that's too much for you, and it's stress. They couldn't find nothing on those machines. And I knew what it was. And you don't even know. As soon as I got out, palpitations went away. Pain in my breast. That's the over-nurturing. When you're getting those pains in the breast. It was a lot. And because I'm this healer, because I can hold space, I was doing that, thinking that that's what I do. And even I was breaking down. There was times I remember I had to call Maliki Grant with herbs. Nobody, no doctor could fix. They was like, oh, your blood is good. Your this is good. I knew what it was. So don't nobody know what I've gone through on a physical level that I'm just not going through anymore. If you don't know if it's stress or not, get out of a situation and see what it is. That's a lot of trying to do the soul work of another person. And you can't do that. I learned that. But you don't get that when you in this healing mode and you did all this praying and meditating, you done sacrificed and fasted for, oh my God, I'm the queen of fast. Go back to my thousands of videos, thousands that I have. Because I wanted to, I got to make it work. I got to fast and pray. I got to keep it together. I got to work it out. Maybe I got to change. I got to grow. Maybe I got to talk nicer. Maybe I got to not talk back. Maybe I got to not argue. Maybe I got to, oh my God. Like it was like, wait a second. Why am I doing everything? And this one is like a lump on a log here. Just creating, no. And that's the truth. That's the truth. You don't know because we look at abuse like, oh, or we look at being in a relationship that doesn't serve us. Because I'm not blaming him. I want to just say that. We think about being in a relationship that don't serve us. It's still, as a woman, somehow we could do something more. And I think that's what I was saying to you before. I think it goes 2 ways. I think that our religion and our spirituality makes us feel like we could resurrect the dead. And so we can resurrect the dead. That's what we're trying to do. Even though they dying every day. We have a new resurrection ceremony for the dead. And I think that now I'm realizing that I don't have to do a lot to be happy. I don't have to earn happiness. I don't have to work so hard to have a great relationship or even a good one. Nobody told me that because everybody said, oh, it's hard work. You got to do the work. Okay, I did the work. You mean the other person got to do it too? And I'm starting to question, do it need to be that hard on either one of our parts? I don't think so. I'm just asking questions. I'm wanting to expand our consciousness, our mind, the way we do things, because we're doing things for so long and seeing it done for so many generations that we just do it, we just follow suit. We don't really question, like, does it have to be really hard? Is it that much work? When do, I can't do it. I can't do it. And sometimes, yes, I get upset when I feel like, like I'm a family member of mine. I just felt like she was kind of feeling sorry for him. And I did go off. I didn't mean to go off on her, but I guess I did, because I felt like, don't feel sorry for him. You were there. You know what I've been through. No matter how compassionate and loving we are, we have to be compassionate and loving for this person right here as women. We have to love. I don't go out my way to fix his problems anymore. I did that forever. I don't want to do it anymore. So I have to move forward, and this is the way I'm doing it. And it may look wild and crazy. It is wild and freaking crazy, and I kind of love that. Let's get a little out of control. Let's go all the way to the other spectrum, and let's see what happens. And let's bring ourselves back. And then see, I just want to live and explore and learn. Like I say, I have sad days or sad moments. I never have a sad day. Actually, to be honest, that's not true, because I know how to bring myself back into happy feelings quickly by doing something that I actually love. I just love y'all. And first of all, I just want to say I thank you. Excuse me, y'all, with my finger. So yes, yes, yes. I love it. I'm just reading y'all. Yes. Yes, yes. People need to support you, or they need to mind their own business. Thank you, Queen. Miss K. Lamar, life experiences and life lessons and blessings in disguise if one is open to receive it. Yes, ma'am. Jay says, JH, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all, this sister coming for Lisa Marie when all she has done is live her life out loud and transparently, so that in doing so can help sisters. Exactly. Thank you, Queen. Sunday says, oh man, I'm on fire now. 2 lives in 1 week, Ashe. Oh, yeah, that's right. Girl, you know me. Don't come for me. Come for Lisa Marie. This ain't what you want. No. Thank you, Jackie. This class is about to be lit. Fire. I'm in the trenches. Me and the divine are communicating tough over here. Yes, I am goddess. Miss Kayla Marr says, happy winter solstice. Yes, it is the time to clear and release, and I feel that. Yes, Inspired by Nature, another live chat, and you caught it. I'm fasting too. Hopefully I can make it till next week. You go ahead, girl. Inspired by Nature, inspired by nature. Yeah, be authentically you. Yes. Happy Friday, Aurora. We belong to ourselves. External is a bonus. Come on, girl. Extra, maybe you said. Hey, Grand Rising. Justin says to Jacqueline, not this black queen, says inspired. Justin Maurice. Camila says, wow, stress will take you from this world. Yes, too much stress is killing us. Wow, yes, I've heard that sometimes breast cancer comes from the inability to say no, according to Louise Hay. I believe it. Disease comes from dis-ease. Exactly. You're speaking for a lot of women. Thank you, Graffiti. Miss Kayla Marr. Everyone is reasonable, responsible, and accountable for their own soul life work. Absolutely. Self-love and self-care first. We deserve healthy, whole, great, and kind of love. Struggling love is never a good thing. No. Thank you, new sub here. Thank you, Queen, for being there. Netta Wright says, Netta 2 says, hey, Netta 2, how you doing? Beautiful. When I was in a broken relationship, I had consistent acne, and I never had acne. When I left the relationship, how about my acne left too? Come on now. Thanks, BB, says Netta. Or as I found that women who don't have men are always siding with one against another woman. I agree with you on that one, too. Jesus resurrected Lazarus because he still had work to be done. Jesus had the power to resurrect many people, but didn't. God love that. Not everything that is dead needs to be resurrected. Let it go. Release. Oh, girl, you said a word there. Hello. I know it's Dr. B. How you doing, Netta? How are you? I remember your other name. Thank you. And I know what you're talking about. So I love you for that. I thank you for sharing. Miss Kayla Marr, thank you for the love. Belinda, hey, Belinda. And also, you can't take everyone with you on your journey. That's right, Queen. Me too. Got to find happiness. Yes, Belinda. Yes, Adnetta, says BB. Speak, says Denale. And C says, remember, we run with wolves, sister. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah, and I was just like, like it's funny as a young girl, y'all, and I know y'all know this, you grow up and you kind of like, I think there's inklings of who you really are as a woman. And I think that but society, even our parents, they steer us in all these directions, and we start buying into the mold or the model of what we are. But when I really think about me, like when you just said that women who run with the wolves, like I really am that wild woman. And when I think about me, I feel like I've tried to contain all of my wildness. I mean, I married a man who really is very not wild. I would say that very stable, but no, he wasn't even that. But very one note or very like right here. Nothing too outrageous, nothing too kind of boring in his own words. He self-described himself as boring. And I'm so opposite of that. So I know I'm digging. I'm going, wow, what was that about? And I told you in the first one, it was because all my being myself as this Leo was always like, oh, girl, sit down. Girl, you're doing so much. Girl, you want to do that? Girl, why are you wearing that? You want to go there? Why are you hanging out? So everything about me, I wasn't really in a community growing up where me was like okay and accepted. So I had to find communities that were more like me. So I'm kind of like this gypsy or nomad, in a sense, traveler that never actually did that. I discover myself through life lessons and experiences and having some. And I think when I got married, I'm telling you, I wanted to be under control. I wanted to be good. I wanted to be a good girl and a right girl and do the right things and not be wild and I don't know, I wasn't even wild, but I mean, I could have probably been more wild, but I didn't give myself a chance because nobody saw that. I mean, I had my daughter's father was a priest, the Rasta, but not just the Rasta, a priest. It was still that guilt. That's bad girl, bad girl, bad girl. Bad girls don't move around too much. Bad girls don't decide to have a man or not have one. I mean, it's bad girls don't, or good girls don't. And so I feel like on some subconscious level that I got into relationships that kept me not me in a lot of ways. And then when I got in the last one, I felt like it was because I was not understanding wildness. Because there is beauty in wildness, but it doesn't mean out of control. And sometimes when we don't know, we're either wild out of control or too tight, you know what I'm saying, where we're not enjoying life. And I think that life is about fluctuations and melding. And that when you realize that, like, it's like, oh, I don't have to be extreme in any way. I can do all of it. And I can make it all be me. And I can just define it, describe it, create it in the moment of what it is. And it took me 51 years to finally realize how much I need to explore. That was missing, this idea of I never had that self-exploration time. I've seen it here, but I always would be like, oh, let me just go get a man, or, okay, I need to be somebody's woman, or because everybody wanted that. And I never asked myself, don't get me wrong, I've got a heart, like I love, and I want to be, I feel like sometimes, oh my God, I want to be in love, and I want to be somebody's girl. But is that the old me talking? Is that the used to me talking? Is that the fearful part of me that is afraid to discover what would it be like just to do me? In our sexology course, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, we are exploring and we're getting to it, and we're having all these exercises. We have our guest teacher, I Am Goddess, Mona White, and I Am Goddess Lifestyle, and we're really asking questions and doing work around it so that you, no matter if you're in a relationship or not, whether you're potentially want to get married or not, that you can go in with your whole self. Understanding you as a human being, but then you as an individual, you as a female, you as a black female. We're going to break down all of that, what we were told, and just look at it and say, does that really work for us? Did it even work for the people that told us? Because most of the time it does not. So I'm just, I want to explore, and I want to explore with you all. I want to explore with you all. So that's what's going on, truthfully. Truthfully, yes. Me too, got to find happiness, says Belinda. At Netta with the loves, BB gives, Denali says speak. Remember me? Yes, see, I love you. Why do people think that as women we have to put up with all the BS? Like our happiness doesn't matter, exactly. But it's okay when the man wants to. That's another thing. Come on now. Come on now. That's a good one, Stigma. You're right. You know what they say. You know what to say, says Denali. Thank you. Keep speaking. Thank you. Jimmy says, good morning, Lisa. Hey, Queen, into the chat room. Not kidding. You're speaking the truth. Thank you. The LZ Show. Can you do a What I Eat in a Day video? I see about that. If that, okay, well, we'll talk about it. I was formerly known as Serena, and you woke me up 2 years ago. Go ahead, Queen. Denali, be expressive. Yes, Netta. Well, I was married twice, and I left both of them. Laugh out loud. I am happy. I'm in a happy relationship. You have to do what's best for your soul. You learn from each relationship. Take the message and leave the mess. Come on, that's right, Queen. Yes, Inspired by Nature says, but you still are good and have been good all along. You were being authentically you, beautifully you. That's right. What we don't realize is we don't have to be good, but of course, no, you're absolutely right. And that's why I share, because I think that there's people dealing with that. The reality is you were good. I was good. I was good with me, and I didn't even give myself a chance to explore what that would look like or how far that could go or what I could do with that. You're right. I got like, oh, wait, no, I need a man. Or, oh, I need to be secure. But it's funny. It's funny that when you look for stuff outside yourself. In my relationship, I never felt security because I was married to him. I was the security in the house. I never felt protected. I was the protector in a lot of ways. All the things that you think, isn't it? Because that's life, and I love life. I love life when life comes to you and be like, listen, Queen, you looking for this person or this relationship or this entity, this experience to bring you what the stereotype tells you that it's supposed to. But the universe says, no, 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 darling. You don't get out of doing your own work, like somebody said. You don't get out of doing your own soul work. You don't get that. So I'm going to bring you a man that can't do none of that. He can't protect you. He can't support you financially or any other way. He can't really be there for you. I'm going to make sure that you will have to do this yourself. And I'm not saying that he wasn't morally supportive. He did, he supported me in ways that he could. But I mean, in that way that I thought that a man was supposed to, I was the man and the woman in a lot of ways. And in a sense, it's funny, he kind of was good with that. You don't know how many people comment and be like, oh, she the boss and you good with that. He'd be like, he didn't care. But it wasn't in that, it was not what I needed either. But it was in the fact that it taught me that I was all that I needed. In a sense that, to get everything that I want in life, to have what I want, to live the life I want. So when you buy into the BS, you have a life full of BS. And the universe will call you up front and say, look, we could do this another way. You could have it the way you want. It don't have to be a struggle. It don't have to be hard. It don't have to be like nobody else's. It don't have to look like something you had or somebody else had. When I woke up to that reality, it was a couple of things, but also it was when my daughter got really, really sick that summer and I stayed in that room with her and I realized that, oh my God, life is too short. Nothing mattered to me but the life of my daughter and saving that in our relationship. That's when things got real for me. That's when I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I got care about here. That's way more important to put my attention into. And then I started looking at myself and I said, wow, and it's you too. That's what changed for me was the wake-up call. Everybody gets them. And I took it and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be gone. I'm going to go. There was no fighting. There was no please don't. It was never that. So I can't go back to something that don't even want me back there anyway. It's not that the person didn't want me. Like I understand that now. It's some people can't get over a deep hurt. And thank God for women. Thank God for women, goddammit. Because we will make it better. We will get over it and we will get stronger and we will learn from it and we will move forward. We will. We are incredible human beings as women. We just don't even understand. Our capacity to love, capacity to thrive and survive, capacity to move things forward. We're amazing as women. Amazing. We don't even talk about all the biological. We can actually pass a baby through our vagina. Like, what? Bleed and not die for years. What? Go through menopause and don't feel like we're going to, jump off a bridge. We're incredible. And I don't think we actually value or understand the value of a woman. And the fact that we can love and love and love again. And only thing I could think that was divinely designed because of the idea of procreation. If we stop loving, where will the babies come from? Where will all that the genius that we call our society and our history that was good, where would that come from if black women stop loving? I think we have to love. I think we have to open our hearts to love. And I didn't want to be in this relationship and not love again or come out so angry and broken. I could, because I definitely got some anger for sure, but it's lessening as I'm moving myself away from the situation. So I know the beauty of black women. I know the beauty of women. But then you're going to have to add on for us. That's what we're talking to about, the beauty of black women. It's not the strong. I'm not painting the picture of the strong woman. I'm painting the picture of the delicate woman, the heart-filled woman, the loving black woman. Do you understand? Because we are that. We are amazing that we can love and love again and love fully. Oh, my God. Like, I love that about us. And I just want to keep that. I want to not get hard and cold and and settle. And that's what she said. I said, yeah, I didn't want to settle. She's like, that's not a good reason. Okay, not for you, but for me. And you know what, y'all, to be honest, I'm not really mad at the queen. Like, I kind of, when I see, now, I don't know why things are not bothering me in the same way. I love it because it gives us opportunities to discuss and give words to and phrases like divorce shaming. It gives us opportunities to talk about things that black women are going through and to even to send the sister, if you watching, I send you love because I don't know what you're going through. I know that sounded very personal, and I'm sure that you are going through something personal. Maybe you were even trying to convince yourself. I've done that where I tried to convince myself off somebody else's relationship because I was going through it. I know the advice of you married him even though you knew like how he was. I know that that's coming from somebody's own perspective of what they're going through. And I get that. I do. I really, really do. I'm not mad. Like, I realize that as I talk, I'm not mad at her. Like, I love her. Send her love and peace and happiness. And hopefully she's in a very beautiful and divine relationship. I mean, I do think that the women that are happily married, you have a right to give your opinion and state that you're happily married and that it's possible and what you do to be married. That's why the sexology class, $97, that starts the first Sunday in January 2019, is going to be so powerful because of all the other women. I don't want you not to have, when you tell me I'm wrong, oh, it was ugly, it was not nice the way you said it, you was mad. When you start off with no offense, I said, oh, here we go. No, you didn't say that. With all due respect, but there was nothing respectful about what you said. And so we have to understand that if it's respect and you're saying, hey, ask questions too, because I probably will answer. I'm not like that person. Ask questions. Be like, or come into the class. Take the damn class and get the whole story. I don't even know the whole story because the story is continually unraveling, even for me, right? So I love y'all. I want to thank you. I want you in this class. This class going to be the bomb. This class going to revolutionize some ish for black women. We're really going to change. I also know, because I've been around for a while, is that the things that I go through, this is me personally, the things that I go through, it's a blessing to everybody. That it's going to be a blessing because coming out of it, showing, that's what I said, yeah, I'm having a breakdown. Hell yeah. But there's nothing really wrong with that. As long as hey, if I need extra help, I'll call somebody, but I don't. I mean, I'm getting the help that I need by being here and listening to myself, hearing myself, express myself. You getting it too. So it's good. It's good. It's really, really good. I'm getting some lessons and some blessings, but I don't want to stay in the despair, disaster, sadness. I want to move forward. And that's what we're doing. We're moving forward. We're doing it together. We are really doing it together. So yeah, I'm dry fasting. Dry fasting does create more of a glow, I think. I'll talk about it. As a matter of fact, I'll do a video tomorrow on the solstice, a little more detail of the things that I do. But one of the things that I'm going to tell you that you're going to be naturally feeling, if you're feeling moody, if you're feeling like you want to tell people how you're feeling, if you're feeling like you want to, close some things and fix some things and release some things, you're feeling the right feeling. This stuff actually matters. So, okay. We at the end now. I love y'all. Let me just see. Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful. Armand says, where do you get your bath salts? I actually get mine from Whole Foods. I go to customer service and I order a 50-pound bag. They call me when it's in and I pick it up. So I go to Whole Foods and I go to customer service and I buy it in bulk. Truth says, inspired, well said. Netta, yes. You taught me to run with the wolves. Yes, see, priestess. Wicked Kit E, you're talking about me. I feel the same way. I've never been by myself, always playing a role for someone else, daughter, mother, wife, ready to explore living my truth and run with the wolves. Yes, ma'am. Camila says, yes, I had to go through that this fall, winter, little support, so I didn't. Oh, I got you. Wouldn't be codependent. Ashe. Been there and done that, beautiful. I'm so happy for you and your new journey. I agree. I am not an advocate for struggle, love, team goddess. Ashe. Hey, D. Edwards, speak, sister. Thank you. Lavon, how you doing? Spirit has me tuning in right now. This is exactly what I'm going through now, Sister Lisa. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Speak. We teach people how to treat us, period. Absolutely. A friend of mine's daughter would get sick and bedridden every time she came home from college. Her dad didn't work, drove, or take care of his family. Toxic home. Come on now. Preach. Yes. I'm loving this discussion so much. Thank you, Monique. Hey, Brianna, right, no shade, but men can't even handle their team losing, right? Exactly. Oh, that's like it's still, oh, they emotional, right? Contrast on another level. You got it. I am Goddess Lifestyle. Hey, Jamesia, we are able to love with no strings attached. We're so beautiful. We are so amazing. Justin says, Queen, as a young black man, what advice can you give me for my future wife to avoid some of the mistakes he made? Oh, I love you. Okay, we'll talk. Teacher, how about love with limits? Oh, I don't know about love. Well, I know what you're asking, and we'll talk about that too in the intensive. Denali, thumbs up, folks. Thank you. She's triggered, Camille says. Camila says, she's on fire. Speaking truth, says Denali. Life is supposed to be lived well and enjoyed. We deserve only the best in areas of our lives. Being vulnerable and showing vulnerability shows that you are strong, my sister. Oh, I love that. Love you all. That's very... I felt that. I respect that and I love that. She's projecting her old belief systems, but we send love. Exactly. Well, beautiful, it's your choice. You only know because you experience it. You have to live your best life. Absolutely. Everybody loves niche. Vulnerability is definitely key. I think it's hardest to succumb to that, to for the strong. Yes, I know. A breakthrough, a setup for a new awesome life. Yes. Love you and all the other gods. Keep you in the light. Thank you, Queen. You got to go through the growth through. Absolutely. I am Goddess. This class is a blessing on all levels. It's so divine. And the thing is, Lisa Marie Goodson, the sister, just gave you more to give our class. Obviously, it's very much needed. Absolutely. Thank you, Amma. Who we are as women is created with the fabric of all of our experiences, all good. It really is all good. And ladies too, I think that we do need support when we are releasing relationships that we feel are just, the path has ended on that relationship. But I think we need support, and I think that this sexology class is going to be deep. And I'll just tell you why, because I was thinking, so we are all here like, yes, I want to be free, and I want to be explorative, and I want to leave this relationship. But the reality is, when you leave, it could be hard too. Those emotions, those feelings, people in your ear, it could be very difficult. It's not going to at first feel very, very free. Or maybe it'll feel free initially, and then it won't feel so. And that's where the support is needed. If nothing else I learned, I know that the sexology class is also a support class because I know I need that. Nobody can, you need somebody in your corner saying, hey, how you doing today? Are you okay? Or, and you have been. Even the one that said I have a nervous breakdown, at least you cared. That's Kerry. He's like, look, don't do no more videos. You have a nervous breakdown. I felt you. I was just like, yeah. Anyway, I just want to say, I think we need to be there for each other because it's not easy, but it's necessary. And eventually it gets easier. So let's stick together. So ladies, I'll leave the link to the master class, the last day of the month, almost last day, the 30th of December. Last master class for 2018. 2019, we'll have a new master class. It's called Passing Down the Wisdom. You get to ask me any questions. I'm going to be in my channel state. It's going to be really good. Also, don't forget, it's $97 now, $147 for my Divine Feminine classes. No more intense. They are still the intensive. They're just not called that. 21 days, sexology. It's going to be dope. $97. It's going to be $147. Just not sure when. I'm going to put the price back up. And also enjoy. Like, I'll be back tomorrow. I know the holiday is here. It's almost right near us. And Ashe. And trust your ancestors. Trust your ancestors. Trust that they have put you in the right place, that they're guiding you and they're leading you. There are no mistakes with them. That's the biggest thing that I take away, is that they are doing what they are protecting you, guiding you, moving you through. Don't give up on them. Don't give up. That's why the last day of the month, or 30th, we'll be doing the passing down of wisdom. Let's hear what the ancestors have to say for any questions that you may have. All right, queens, I love you. Yes, solstice, final release of the dense, this harmonic, yes, this harmonic energy is flowing into our true authentic. So yes, Linnea, I feel that. And everybody loves needs. We are the delicates, and I think it can be through tough sometimes, maybe. Man has to understand we were created to reproduce. Whatever they bring us, we will make more of it. Come on, queen. Hey, Phaedra, I love your style. I'm trying to get it. Peace and love, soul sister. You too, darling. The work comes when you decide to leave. Come, exactly. Watching you is helping me to be more open. Thank you. You're welcome. Without sisters like her, we wouldn't have a reason for a season to teach. Come on, exactly right. Great chat. Going to play this back. Thank you. Who we are as women is created with the, yes, absolutely. All right, darlings. Love you. Okay. I'll talk about fasting more tomorrow because I didn't really get a chance to do it today. But it's love. It's love. Love is the answer. Love is all there is. Love is powerful. And I got all my heart is open and that loving feeling. But before, when my heart would be open this much, I would think love was filling a space or getting somebody to love me. I didn't know that the love that I have within me was enough. And now I do. And what will that bring? Some beautiful things. So we'll do all of that in the course, and hope you ladies can come. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. I love you, queens.